adopting the guidelines for the performance assessment and audit of all power generation, transmission, and distribution systems and facilities. Ito po ba'y natuloy, Attorney De Malanta?
As far as I know, Mr. Chair, hindi rin po yan natuloy.
Having said all those, bakit po kaya hindi matuloy ang system audit ng NGCP?
Mr. Chair, for the record, we were able to, the ERC was able to do a system audit in 2020, kailan po ba yan? 2022 po. Yung mga nabanggit po na resolutions, hindi po yun na-implement for various reasons. I think there were some hesitation or reluctance on the part of the auditee.
On the part of?
Of NGCP po.
Do you confirm that hesitation and reluctance on the part of the NGCP?
Oh, which one? That we are reluctant.
Regarding the system audit, why this 2016 and 2017 orders of DOE, ERC were never pushed through?
Mr. Chairman, what we have been saying all along is it is the ERC that has regulatory powers over NGCP. And when it was ERC that ordered the audit of NGCP, we cooperated. Whatever documents that they required, we submitted.
Nonetheless, Mr. Chair, let me wind up on this. Since 2009, there is no system audit conducted which will rule out the apprehension that this system control of NGCP cannot be controlled remotely. Second, DOE Order number 2010-080015 regarding the System Operation and Metering Service Operations Audit was never realized as well. ERC Resolution number 4, Series of 2016, concerning System Audit was likewise not realized. And in 2017, DOE Secretary Circular number 0016 was likewise not implemented. Mr. Chair, I'm stating a fact that since 2009, followed by 2010, and then 2016, and then 2017, there was never a system audit. The 2020 system audit that was shared to us by Attorney De Malanta, per her own admission, did not rule out the apprehension that this system of NGCP cannot be controlled remotely. Mr. Chair, with all due respect to my idol, Attorney Rufus Rodriguez.
Mr. Chairman, can I correct some of my answers? Sorry, with respect to...
Is that okay?
If okay with you.
Yes. Which particular answer do you want to correct?
Mr. Chairman, with respect to a third-party auditor, there was a risk assessment and vulnerability assessment and penetration testing in operational technology infra was conducted by NGCP's third-party auditor, KPMG.
When?
This was in August 2022.
Mr. Chair, the question is about ERC Resolution number 4, Series of 2016. These representations are manifesting facts which happened in 2010, in 2009, in 2016, and in 2017. And in conclusion, Mr. Chair, all the system audit mandated by various resolutions and circulars were never realized.
Mr. Chairman, I was mentioned as an idol. So may we know on what connection? By my idol also? One of the best performing members of the Quad Committee and also now here? What was it about? Because I also have to answer, the right to reply.
Mr. Chair, earlier, the Honorable Rodriguez manifested that the chairmanship of the board is allowed for foreign nationals. During his interpellation, it was likewise manifested that the chief technical officer was seemingly allowed by DOJ permits and other agencies' documentation. However, Mr. Chair, I am reminded by one important document that we are requesting from the NGCP, and that is the shareholders' agreement. I wish to humbly submit, Mr. Chair, that we will not be able to determine really whether the chairman exercised managerial and executive function and even the chief technical officer until and unless we see the shareholders' agreement. On this light, Mr. Chair, this representation humbly move that we issue subpoena duces tecum to NGCP for them to submit the shareholders' agreement to this committee. So move, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, in addition to the motion, Mr. Chair?
May I just make a clarification? There was a subpoena ducis tecum already issued to them in this regard. And their answer is there's another document I saw. Well, anyway, that I remember seeing that
I was present.
Dami
I
kasi
confirm
sabi.
that, Mr. Chairman. There was a
here.
subpoena issued on the
It
share
said here, signed by, sent January 22, signed by Cheryl Saldena de Leon, Corporate Secretary of Synergy Grid Development Philippines. We note that the first item under subpoena ducis tecum, the shareholders agreement among SGP, OTHI, and P21 does not exist. Thus, no such document is in SGP's records. Maybe
Mr. Chairman, what we are asking is not the shareholders' agreement between SGP and the NGCP. What we are asking is the shareholders' agreement between NGCP and the State Grid of China. Yung pong hinihingi natin is State Grid of China.
Okay.
Para malaman po
Okay,
natin.
so
kung,
there's
doon
a
po sa
motion.
agreement, Mr. Chairman, if I may, para malaman lang po natin kung ano po nakalagay doon kung talagang kinokontrol ng Chinese yung kanilang pong
Okay.
yung kanilang pong maintenance operation.
So is that correct?
That will be agreeable, Mr. Chair.
Yes, so that's the motion.
I recall, Mr. Chair, that both the chairman and the chief technical officer are both stockholders. So I wish to see as well from that document what participation do they have with respect to the management of the NGCP.
Okay, subpoena ducis tecum on the motion of the Honorable Jinky Luistro, duly seconded by the Honorable Rog Gutierrez. The chair, no objections. Motion is approved. We now proceed. You still have the floor.
Chairman,
Yes, Honorable Rufus
just like
Rodriguez.
to make some comments regarding the manifestation
Please.
of Congresswoman Luistro. It was stated that the NGCP, there was really no compliance of the order of the ERC and also sa DOE for the audit. Is that correct? Congresswoman, yes.
I believe,
Yeah.
Honorable Rodriguez, that I read the title of the
Yes.
circular and the resolutions
Yes.
which I mentioned.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Chairman, the ERC is the regulatory agency with all the powers to regulate NGCP. It's not a matter of they're not interested to have that implemented or the resistance, because it is the ERC who should have implemented it, whether they like it or not. It is not the fault of NGCP that there was nothing done, because you are the regulator. Is that correct, Ms. De Malanta?
That's correct.
Yeah, you are. So therefore, the
So,
fact that it continue is not the fault of NGCP. It is the ERC which has failed to implement it. And she was not yet the head at the time.
Chair Di Malanta,
Yeah.
please reply.